Place known as the United States of America, a war was brewing. Brainwashed Marxist idiots in colleges across the nation clashed with equally brainwashed, anime-obsessed neo-Nazis. Starbucks windows were shattered, Dodge Challengers were totaled, and Muslims realized that rental vans were cheaper than plane tickets. Skinny, anemic millennials from coast to coast were hospitalized with life-changing injuries such as sprains and first-degree burns. And the heroic knights of 4chan rose up to defeat Shia LaBeouf and drive the evil villain into a descent towards a madness the likes from which he would never recover.
No, easy, hold on.
As the enemies of freedom destroy the cities that raised them. As America begins to resemble an Iron Maiden album come to life, two heroes have risen up to fight against the culture of utter madness and restore sanity the only way they know how.
What the fuck?
By refusing to take any of it seriously. Mersh.
Buzzin', what is up with Tarantino, man?
What?
What happened to him?
People say I got a real twisted sense of humor.
He looks like he should be on the back of a $10 bill.
Oh my God.
Royce Lopez.
I don't know what it is about him.
Hola, me llamo Royce.
Maybe I'm sick of hearing about him.
Yeah, I don't like hot ham.
Maybe it's his face. He's a punchable face.
You wouldn't download a pig, would you?
He's done nothing to me. He's probably a nice guy.
I don't care.
I don't know what it is about the guy.
Big Cranberry has been lying to you.
Bound forever by their mutual love of smoking marijuana, Simpsons references and affection towards Alex Jones, these two men have joined forces to bring you uncut news and opinions directly from the belly of the beast.
He looks like he should be flying a kite with a fucking key on it. Brendan says he hasn't been able to use the N-word for a while. That's the source of his youth.
Saving Western civilization one childish dick joke at a time. Here they are, your new heroes of the Imperium, Mersh and Royce.
Yo. Hello. Hi. Welcome to the show, everybody. It's Friday. It's Revenge of the Cis. And we're all here and queer. I guess. Get used to it.
At first hour of the show is free. Second hour of the show.
Ooh.
Well, that's paywalled. We actually got right now someone just subscribed. They Dixon Cunts. Subscribe for the year over on Locals. Extensive.
Wow, that's weird. You know, on the one hand, I want to thank them, obviously, because that's a big commitment, signing up for the year. We really appreciate that. On the other hand, with a name like that, grow up, sir.
Dixon cunt.
Seriously.
Oh, I just got it.
How would you feel about that if your mom saw your username?
Watch that be his real name.
My mom picked my username.
Yeah. That would be funny if it's just his real given name.
So I'm from the South Carolina cunts.
He actually ends up canceling now, and he's like, "You're gonna make fun of my family name."
Then fuck off. I'm not doing
I'm gonna
this.
play that game.
You guys are jerks.
Called for.
You know, when I signed up for this podcast, I didn't realize you guys were jerks.
I share something intimate with you, and you throw it in my face.
Extensive says happy belated birthday, Marsh.
Thank you. Yeah, it's only been 2 months now.
Happy belated. Happy birthday. So they figured out the birthright citizenship thing.
Now, in a 6-3 split, the conservative majority ruled that President Trump can move forward with implementing his birthright citizenship change, except for those who brought the case, the 22 states and a group of pregnant immigrant women who brought that case. So it's not directly getting at the 14th Amendment here, but this will have a nationwide impact. Let's go ahead and bring in our Devin Dwyer, ABC's senior Washington reporter, who's been following the Supreme Court on this. Devin, it's not as straightforward as I think a lot of people were perhaps expecting or hoping to hear. So break down what this actually means.
Well, this was a big surprise, Whit, and this is coming from the youngest conservative justice on the Supreme Court, Justice Amy Coney Barrett.
I hate her.
6-3, as you said, in a big win for Donald Trump, saying he can move forward with that executive order that he issued on day one, changing the definition of citizenship in this country. Practically speaking, it means the president can, in the next 30 days, begin to develop guidelines for how he would implement that. It does not mean, however, Whit, that this executive order is free from future legal challenge. Legal cases in 3 different districts will continue on the merits. The Supreme Court.
I always thought that birthright citizenship was bullshit. That's always been bullshit. You know, where you just come over here, dump a baby off, and then it becomes a citizen. I mean, literally, all you have to do is just cross the border 9 months pregnant. If you make it over here and the baby's born here, it's a U.S. citizen. That's it. That's all. That's all it needs. And yeah, sure, you know, the baby's probably have to go back with them to Mexico because the mom has to raise it. But in many of the cases, what was happening was they would just let the mom stay here with the kid since the kid was just, you know, it's an American.
I think we just need to open fire. Open fire at the border.
I mean, I don't think that's going to help because I don't think that's where the biggest problems is coming from anyway. A lot of the
slow things down.
A lot of the birthright bullshit is really being used by a lot of the Indians.
Open
Being
fire.
used by everyone for a long time, dude. They have like agencies set up that like plan these things based off of your due date.
Well, I mean, I don't care for those, Virgie. That's my take on that. I don't like that at all.
I mean, if you're gonna,
Indians, me neither, Royce. Me neither.
If you're gonna get this fired up this early in the game, dude, then we're not gonna blast.
You know what? I'm gonna say it, and listen, I don't care because that's the kind of show we are. You know, that's not for me.
That's crazy. Dude.
Whoa, we're on YouTube, Royce. Oh my God, man,
That's
come on.
not for me. I don't care.
That's why they come
Cool.
here for these hard-hitting opinions.
Cool,
Things
it's
you
cool,
don't get
so cool.
elsewhere.
Yeah, I don't like this. Not even a little bit. I don't. I just want to do the opposite of everybody else that's screaming on Twitter. It's literally just everyone screaming. Laura Loomer's lost her fucking mind. Like, and I know what you're going to say. She always has. I get
Since
it. But
when?
It's the worst. Ever since you broke her heart, it's the worst.
Yeah, she's been on one, as the kids
Did
say.
you see fucking Milo's tweet about her about the rape thing?
No.
Hold on.
What is he doing that old gag again?
No, it's another gag. It's a different. I mean, I would say it's a similar vein, but hold on.
Milo hasn't gagged since he was 13.
Yeah, that's true. A priest took that away from him. No, that's what he said. I'm not saying he said that.
Yeah, no, that was quoting him.
Mm-hmm. Hold on. I have to find it.
Is it the tweet? Is it the tweet, Royce, where someone said, "You mean guys actually fuck Jigsaw?"
No.
And then his response was, "Well, not consensually, darling. At least not at first. These men were asleep when it started. I'm.
That's pretty much Milo.
I'm
Yeah. that's it.
delectable. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's my
Niles.
Niles.
Is there? Hold on. Somebody. He mentioned Baked Alaska, implying that she had fucked Baked Alaska. And I'm
See if I can find it.
That was kind of a known thing. Yeah.
No, but it was Cernovich was another one. It was like a laundry list of names that looms. I don't know if it's true, but that looms is fucked. What that could have been you, Mersh.
I saw a Space Stickman reference.
Yes, that could have been you, Mersh. You could have been on that list. That list of other great content. You could have been on there with Baked Alaska. You could have been on there with Cernovich. You could have been there. She's beautiful, dude. And honestly, the fact that you could have been with somebody that was so close to the president, bro, like that would have been cool, you know?
My favorite is the text that Milo dropped where it's Laura Loomer, a selfie with her dog, and it says, "Get a dog. A dog will never wake up one morning and tell you they don't love you anymore."
Jesus.
Oh my god. This woman is husk.
Oh yeah, no. And then the yogurt dog photo you showed me. What was that? The yogurt dog.
The yogurt dog.
Fucking, what the fuck was yogurt dog?
Yogurt dog rules.
Can I read a Milo tweet?
Please, let's go ahead. Go for it. There's a lot of them about Laura. There's a lot about Laura.
Actually, hold on, Pessy. Can I send this to you and have you read it? Hold on, I'm gonna.
Okay, no, that's fine.
We need Pessy's gay, Milo.
Yeah.
I gotta say.
Wow, Pessy. You know what? You're like Pessy. You're like Milo if he was gay.
I know.
Speaking of, I just sent it to you, Pessy.
Okay. Perhaps my gay spell was designed to save me from Laura's flickering tongue and Laura's hungry throat, darling, so that I might endure and rebuild as the only man in conservatism untickled by those terrible taunts.
That's actually pretty good. That's actually pretty good.
Really good.
It's actually pretty good. I thought he was here, you know? Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Did you see his tweet? Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. It was just this. All he tweeted was not just any bread. And he posted a picture of wet bread.
Ew.
Why? Oh.
Oh, Laura, what the fuck is wrong with you? Apparently, she decided that she was Jewish when she was like 19. Or some shit like that. Like she never really pretended she was Jewish.
I mean, everybody keeps saying this fake Jewish part. That's the only part I don't believe because she looks aggressively Jewish.
Is it the nose?
She looks aggressively Jewish in general.
Yeah. All right, I get you. But
it's not just the nose; it's the mouth too. Because people forget that Jewish people also have kind of a whole beak situation happening.
Hey, guys, Milo tweeted out, "I hear you are a Loomer survivor at Myron Gaines X." What does that mean?
Did she? Oh no! Did she bang one of the Fresh and Fit?
Yeah, the
I don't know. We know Fresh Fit.
Icky.
Yeah, I think he's the gay one. I think he's Fresh or Fit. I don't know which one.
They're both the gay one, dude.
No, that other one's not gay. He fucks prostitutes and pays for them to live with him.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty gay to me.
It's not gay. That's pathetic. Different.
If you kiss a dude, that's gay. If you pay a woman for sex and then give her gifts, that's just pathetic, dog.
Yeah, come on, man.
That's a good point. At least if you fuck a dude, you have a buddy to go fishing with later.
Exactly.
I'm just saying, no, right? Like, at least, you know, I'm not saying I want to, but at least there's that, you know?
Well, this was a big one, wasn't it? This was a big decision. An amazing decision, one that we're very happy about.
The government's going to be saving Hooters. We're going to federally say we're doing it. We're saving Hooters. Did Mersh freeze?
No, he's just really good at holding.
Oh, he's back.
Sorry.
You farted.
This morning, the Supreme Court has delivered a monumental victory for the Constitution, the separation of powers, and the rule of law.
We're bringing Kinder Eggs back to America with the toy inside. That's what this was. That's what this all was about. I know what you're thinking. We're getting to war with Iran, maybe. Who knows? That Ukraine and Russia's are solved. That's right. We don't have the Epstein list, but we're getting toys back inside chocolate. Come on, man. You got to take the W's. You got to take the W's, you know?
Striking down the excessive use of nationwide injunctions to interfere with the normal functioning of the executive branch. The Supreme Court has stopped the presidency itself. That's what they've done. And really, it's been an amazing period of time this last hour. There are people elated all over the country. I've seen such...
Except for the farmers and the hotel workers that are going to be allowed to chill because they're essential.
Such happiness and spirit. Sometimes you don't see that, but this case is very important. I was elected on a historic mandate, but in recent months we've seen a handful of radical left judges effectively try to...
Did you see all the stuff they took out of the Senate bill?
No.
The silencer?
Yeah, all the things we wanted.
Remember, they told us to shut up because at least the Senate bill had the silencer stuff? That was removed. Yeah. You know what? You know what else was removed? No tax on tips. Done. Yeah. Yeah. Now, J.D. Vance could go in and overwrite the ruling for at least for the gun one. Let's see what he does. But that's where we're at right now. But you know what we still keep though, all the other shit spending.
All the bad stuff.
Yeah, all the bad stuff is gonna stay, obviously.
Cool.
We didn't get the carrot, the string, the stick, the fucking
nothing.
And holding it. We didn't get fucking anything, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
to overrule the rightful powers of the president to stop the American people from getting the policies that they voted for in record numbers. It was a grave threat to democracy, frankly. And
you're not missing anything.
And instead of merely ruling on the immediate cases before them, these judges have attempted to dictate the law for the entire nation. In practice, this meant that if any one of the nearly 700 federal judges disagreed with the policy,
I don't care. Listen, you didn't release the Epstein list. You only you released the redacted JFK files. I don't really care. Like, what am I supposed to care about here?
Yeah, this has just been L after L,
and not like our friend, you know, not like our anti-social weird friend L.
A local pastor speaking out after an Iranian
rape guy
couple seeking asylum in the U.S. were taken by masked federal agents earlier.
Oh, an Iranian? Why would an Iranian couple be keeping? Why?
This week, the dramatic confrontation caught on camera. Eyewitness News reporter Tim Caputo live in Sawtell with that video and what the pastor is saying tonight. Tim.
And Mark, that pastor understandably upset. He has service every Sunday in Farsi for those Christian Iranians living here in Los Angeles. On Tuesday morning, one of them called up that pastor to say her husband was being detained by ICE. He rushed over to try to have some sort of dialogue with...
Yeah, ICE I don't know if you know this, but like federal agents don't give a fuck if you're a pastor and speak Farsi.
Those federal agents, but they had no interest in having any sort of conversation.
Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? You want to be arrested as well?
A West LA pastor pleading with Border Patrol agents as they detain an Iranian husband and wife Tuesday morning.
I asked them if they have warrants, and they have like judged by warrant. They said yes, but they didn't show me anything.
Well, they don't have to show you anything. You're a pastor. Why would they need to show their pastor anything? You're not part of this process. You're not their lawyer.
Walk out of the way.
Why are you taking him?
Stay back for a few feet. You can record. Stay back a couple feet.
Those federal agents didn't offer Ara Tarosian of Cornerstone Church any answers.
They didn't have to. He's a fucking just random pastor. Like, I'm sorry. But, like, just random pastor. He doesn't get to ask those questions.
Only threats of arrest.
I'm from Iran.
Okay, well, congratulations. I have two. I have two internet shows. Are we just saying things that we do?
Maybe now's not the time to be shouting that.
You're so cruel.
He says the Christian...
Iran is really popular right now.
It's hot.
It's so hot right now. Iran is so hot right now.
Yeah.
Couple were in the US
because of bunker busters.
It's the bunker busters. It's hot. They warm.
Religious asylum, and they called Tarosian when agents arrived at their home.
The couple that
Hey,
you
can
see...
somebody explain to me why two bunker busters like blew up a bunch of nuclear weapon sites, but nobody has detected any like nuclear anything in any way, shape, or form since they were hit.
Hey, one of the
bombs.
one of the bombers was fucking girl, dude. Okay, so that's pretty progressive. Dick. Think about that. One of the bomber pilots was a chick, dude. What did you think about that? Oh, okay, yeah. Now you know what? The problem is you didn't like
brave.
You know, it's so funny seeing like Fox News, the supposedly anti-woke thing, being like, and you know, one of the bombers was a girl. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck?
You just go, yeah, I know. Women are evil like that.
Oh, so that's why the bombers flew to the west for like 100 miles before they turned east.
I don't know how she curved. I don't know how she curved the rim on the landing gear either. It's fucking crazy.
Video, they have social security, they have work permit, there is no criminal background.
Tarosian got emotional as the woman, Marjan, had a panic attack watching her husband being taken away, and Tarosian begged to comfort her.
Yeah, I mean, I've had a panic attack before too.
And pray with her.
She's bad. Let her go. Let her go.
Before being detained, she was taken by ambulance to the hospital, but even there, her pastor couldn't get close.
And
Yeah, because you're just her pastor. What, you don't have fucking you don't have an attorney-client privilege. Oh, there's that storm.
Ask agent.
Oh, that's that storm we're talking about.
Inside with Marjan, and they didn't allow anybody. He didn't allow anybody to go inside.
We've watched these immigration arrests play out countless times across Los Angeles this month, but for Tarosian, who is a U.S. citizen after fleeing Iran years ago because of religious persecution, this hit far too close to home.
Remind me that.
Oh no, your home is pretty far away. I would even say Farsi away.
I mean, street of Tehran or in Los Angeles.
He says this week, in addition to this couple, another husband and wife and their toddler, all members of his church, were detained. And now he's...
Wow, okay, do you have like a sleeper cell in your church? It sounds weird how many of your people are being detained.
Warning his congregants to stay at home instead of coming to Sunday service.
They cut into the church, or they walk into the church with the pastor, and it's like the Naked Gun. There's just terrorists in the background, like cleaning RPGs.
This sounds like a really boring episode of Homeland, or any episode of Homeland after season 3, basically.
I had to call my people because everybody was full of fear, and I asked them not to come to the church Sunday.
A pastor finding a way to forgive the individual federal agents.
I know you're doing your job, but shame on you.
But
Well, what?
Well, no.
Heartbroken that those who came to the U.S. for a better, safer life are being handled once again like religious outcasts.
Where is our compassion? Where is our love? Where is our...
I don't know,
dude. It's in Iran. Go get it. It's over there.
This isn't a Black Eyed Peas song, dude. I don't know what you fucking want me to tell you.
This is America, land of opportunity and freedom.
Yeah, it's America. You can go too. I want to keep fucking yapping your gums.
And that pastor trying to keep in touch with those people who have been detained. He doesn't actually know.
You know what happens with these news sites? They always run these like stories, and then you find out a week later that the guy was like in a terrorist cell or something. Like, it's what always happens
Every
right?
time.
Then it's like, Tom Homan to come out like he was planning to bomb Oklahoma, and you're like, okay, well there you go, there it is.
This is the National News Desk, America's News. Now, good evening. I'm Dee Dee Gatton, and the clock is ticking on President Trump's big, beautiful bill as a deadline is approaching in about a week. Jeff Harris joining us at the live desk with the president's push as Senate Republicans scramble. Crunch time now, Jeff.
President Trump hosted a group of working-class Americans at the White House today, Dee, as he cranks up pressure on Senate Republicans to pass his...
These are all the people that have illegal Mexican employees that I will be granting amnesty to because Monsanto and BlackRock said it'd be really cool.
We're sorry.
Yeah.
We didn't know it was going to go this way either.
Yeah, but here we are.
His big, beautiful bill. The event featuring what the administration calls everyday Americans that Trump says will benefit from the bill's tax cuts.
But not the tip ones that were removed.
Not the ones that you promised.
Yeah. Look at that guy with the fucking vitiligo behind him with the skin disease.
Yeah, whoa.
Jesus Christ, dude.
More than 7 million jobs, add 3.1% to economic growth, reduce taxes for the typical American by nearly 15%.
Taking a live look at the Capitol tonight. Where Senate Republicans are facing a major setback after nonpartisan Senate parliamentarian, you see her?
She's a Democrat, by the way, nonpartisan.
Here, Elizabeth McDonough ruled against a key Medicaid provision in the bill, saying tweaks to the Senate's version didn't pass the Senate rules. In response to the ruling, Kansas Senator Roger Marshall calling for McDonough to be fired. In 2001, Majority Leader Trent Lott fired the Senate parliamentarian during reconciliation. It's 2025 during reconciliation, and we need to again fire the Senate parliamentarian. Now, Republicans were hopeful the bill could be on Trump's desk by the July 4th weekend, which, of course, coming up next week, but this setback could dampen those plans.
Taking a live look over Charleston, West Virginia from our station WCHS, where 6 protesters were charged with trespassing at the office of West Virginia Senator Shelley Moore Capito today. These protests were a part of a coordinated effort to try and convince.
Oh, it's one of those priests, one of those churches.
Yeah, one of those lesbian.
Yeah, one of those lesbian churches.
West Virginia's lawmakers to vote against the president's big, beautiful bill. The main concern local organizers are raising is regarding Medicaid coverage, with the state having thousands of people who receive those benefits.
We want to remind her what her job is and where she can.
Okay, but the problem is that all you people had jobs. We wouldn't have to have people giving you money. I love that telling other people how to do their jobs. I hate this. Like, these protesters, these professional protesters, literally get paid to be out in the fuck. That's their job. Their job is to complain all day.
From and who her responsibility is to. It's to West Virginia families, not billionaires. It's to people here in our own state, not the folks that she's sold out to in Washington.
All 6 people arrested today were charged with trespassing. One was a Charleston city councilman. Police say they had.
Bro, these fucking lefties love getting arrested now. It's like their new favorite thing. You know why they're doing it now? Because they saw how well it worked for like Trump.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but it doesn't work for them. Like, they just look like assholes every time they get arrested because they're always like screaming in meetings. And even if I'm like agree with what you're saying, if you're the guy that's being loud and yelling, I'm gonna be against you. You know,
always. If you're the unhinged one,
yeah, I'm
like
not.
get rid of the unhinged one.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, it is Pride Month still. I know everyone's excited and horny.
It is 10:52, and just as we told you off the top of the hour, we have been waiting for news from the Supreme Court because this is expected to be the last day, which means more decisions handed down, including just now a decision in a case that began in Montgomery County and has to do with whether or not parents can opt their students out of school lessons that involve LGBTQ themes or storylines.
Yeah, why wouldn't you be able to opt them out? That's your fucking prerogative.
To the court we go. Fox 5's chief legal correspondent Katie Barlow's been outside the court putting together all the details for us. What is the decision in this case, Katie?
Hey, good morning to you guys. Perhaps.
And I'm also showing what I call business cleavage.
That's nice, though.
It is nice. She has a nice gazongas.
Thank you, ma'am.
Not unexpectedly, after the Supreme Court's oral argument, we kind of expected this ultimate resolution.
She's
but the
not
Supreme
much to
Court
look
here
at, so it's smart. Just direct the attention right down to the tits.
held. The parents in Montgomery County who are from religiously diverse backgrounds, Muslim, Catholic, Orthodox, are likely to succeed on their claim that MCPS's no opt-out policy for their elementary school children to...
Wait, they wouldn't let people opt out their elementary school kids from the LGBTQ stuff, and they had to take it to the Supreme Court?
That's insane.
Receive instruction involving LGBTQ-themed books likely violates their religious freedom. The parents, again, of religious background...
You saw the fucking teacher that got fired for reading To Kill a Mockingbird?
No,
because he read the N-word, and they fired him. That was...
Yeah, but Royce, to be fair, every time it came time to say the N-word, he'd like stare hard at the one black kid in the classroom, just like jut at him a little bit, and that was
point at him.
Different religious...
And then after he would say it, he'd go, "Isn't that right, Tyrone?"
Just stare at him blankly.
And just not say anything.
That the no opt-out policy impinged on their...
And you know what we're going to read next? Tom Sawyer.
That's it. And then we're just going to read rap lyrics.
But that's going to be it, because it's Shakespeare next. Oh, wait, we're doing Othello.
To teach their children about gender and sexuality.
More like a fella, am I right?
Heyo, he's gay.
Come on.
in accordance with their religious beliefs and not allowing them to opt out of that instruction, particularly for their elementary school children, violated their First Amendment right to freely exercise their religion. The Supreme Court today, in an opinion that was delivered by Justice Samuel Alito, it was 6-3 along ideological lines. The Supreme Court said that they're likely to succeed in that argument, that the no opt-out policy violates their religious freedom. And Alito writes briefly in the opinion, we've long recognized the rights of parents to direct the religious upbringing of their children, and we have held that those rights are violated by government policies that substantially interferes with the religious development of children. Now, again, I said this decision was 6-3. The court's liberal justices, led by Justice Sonia Sotomayor, dissent in this case.
Their dissent was like, yeah, I want to teach your elementary school kids gay shit, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, it's like, hey, we can't teach all this child molestation shit to kids. And then it's like, well, I disagree, but it's like, all right, I guess.
It's like, what do you...
What?
What is there even to disagree with?
And Justice Sotomayor says that the reverberations of the court's error will be felt for generations, unable to condone.
Yeah,
this
but only
grave
by gay
misjudgment.
people. So it's like,
I love, by the way, the court's decision before for generations. What she means by that is not wanting your kids to learn gay shit in elementary school is going to hurt society.
That typically included respectfully dissents there. And what Justice Sonia Sotomayor is saying is that children, for a long time, public schools have been responsible for educating the nation's children, and that they offer children of all faith and backgrounds education, and that experience is critical to the nation's civic vitality, including exposing children to religious differences and people who believe differently. But of course, they are in the minority today. It was a 6-3 decision upholding the likelihood of success for the parents here in this case who are arguing that the no opt-out policy would violate their religious freedom. Now, what comes next? It goes back down and it'll get sorted through the courts. The ultimate decision, what happened here today is the Supreme Court just said that they were likely to succeed on their argument that this violates their religious.
But it does. It does. And forget the religious thing. You have the right to. Why are they so? Why do they need to talk about the gay stuff? By the way, I love how they to expose people to other religions. Okay, but then what are you saying? The LGBTQ is a religion? I know you guys fucking act like it, but it's not. It's just who you want to have sex with. There's no way you could tell me that that is vital to know that dudes who likes dicks in their asses did something and it's important for math. Like, I don't know. Why is knowing who the fuck Harvey Milk is gonna help me pay my taxes? Like, you know what I mean? Like, we don't teach kids any fucking thing that matters. That's why they love it, by the way. That's why nobody knows how to do their fucking taxes. Nobody fucking knows, you know? I'm still confused because they change shit all the time. Nobody can change a goddamn tire. Nobody can fucking do anything on their goddamn own. But we do need to make sure that the little extra time that we have, we're teaching them about butt fucking. I don't get that. Like, in any level. Why is it so important? Why is the butt fucking so important?
It's the only important thing.
Michelle Obama enjoys relaxing tropical getaway with daughter Malia and Sasha. Is this just a video of them eating? I'm not going to play a video of just them
This is
eating.
insane. People are insane.
I don't even like them, but that's psychotic. All right, so a little update here. I believe I want to see if this is the right video. Yes. Liver King's first interview after being released. Liver King's first after.
I bet he's normal.
You're welcome to come over.
Okay, bro.
Absolutely. When you have the .com, that sort of is cheesy. I stopped listening to you because you just plugged the commercial. I would have looked you up if you were value or utility. I'm gonna give you a real quick tip. If you want to plug, what is it again? Your
Oh, I'm wearing this shirt.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna show. What's the name of it?
It's called Kick.
Kick.
Yeah.
.com.
Yeah, I just thought I'd identify myself. Correct.
You own Kick.com?
I'm streaming on Kick.
Kick. Oh, you're streaming it.
Yeah.
He got so excited for a second. He thought he was
He's
the
like,
owner.
oh
of Kick.
shit, that's the guy from Kick. Can you help revive my completely self-destroyed career?
I got a guy named Fusi. He wanted me to talk to you also. This is all the complaints.
Oh no. Have you heard of this Johnny Somali guy?
Yeah, he wants back.
Okay, good. Well,
But we'd love to, if you even need.
so that you would seem
Bro, he is fucked up.
less promotional, you just say who you are and say, this is who I am, period.
This is a guy who's not taking breaks from the meth.
No. But that always ends well. If you never stop using it, you'll never get sick.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll take that on board. I
That's how it
That's
is.
the thing about brainworms. They're always hungry.
Yeah.
appreciate the feedback.
This is who I am, period. B-O-M.
Period.
Different?
Yeah.
And the same?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm saying bye to the Capitol, and then we can walk and talk, and then I'll put
He's going to say bye to the Austin Capitol. He's still in Austin?
my phone.
Yeah.
Actually, I might keep my phone.
Oh, yeah, he is. Oh, that's his.
You didn't come here for me, did you?
Yeah, we Yes, did. Sir.
Oh, no way.
Yes, sir.
It was good. Okay, good. So we're going to do the deal.
You know what I noticed? His ankle monitor.
Well, yeah, he's ward of the state now.
Yeah.
That's why he's in Austin. Still.
Deal. Well, what I came here for is you might not
Wait,
know
that
me.
might be where he keeps emergency testicle for when he gets hungry.
Oh, yeah, pocket testicle?
Pocket testicle.
His testicle ankle holster?
Yeah.
My name is Liver King.
Is that your Christian name?
I picked a fight. I picked a fight with a man who...
You didn't pick a fight. Picking a fight would mean the other person was interested in fighting you.
Yeah.
What you did is stalk and harass. There's a huge difference between picking
And
a fight.
terroristic threats.
Right, so exactly. The federal government federal agents had to get involved, okay?
just recently moved here from California. Joe Rogan. Yeah. Picked a fight with Joe Rogan. I won't look at your camera because I'm looking at you, which is the man.
Yeah, I'll look at you.
Okay, just so you know.
Oh my God, he is so drugged
so I picked
out.
a fight with another man because that other man, he did it first. You did it first, you know.
When?
So that other.
Because Joe Rogan made fun of him a little bit. You remember when? That's
but
it.
That's not demanding a fight.
Okay, I understand that, Merce, but what you're not thinking about is that you're not in a bunch of meth.
Okay, Verge, what's happening here is he's so More Plates, More Dates, John Bravo and Joe Rogan all had somewhat of a part in ruining his career, right? And now all this time he's had to do meth and think. And those don't really go. Those aren't a good combination.
I came here to do meth and think, and I'm all out of brain cells.
This is like this dude's trying to get vengeance for his own fuck up.
Yes, no, and his weird immigrant wife, like everything about this dude. Like, listen, we always know his wife is a weird immigrant woman.
Sir, you're just silly at this point. You're being silly.
You're being a knucklehead right now.
You're a liver clown.
The
Liver
man, he
clown.
did that thing, and
Charlie in the chat says he looks like a jacked homeless man.
it affected my family. So who am I? You might not know me. You probably don't. My name is Liver King. Who am I picking a fight with? Joe Rogan. It started. It's not over. I'm wearing an ankle bracelet. They just put
That's
me
good
on
to
the
say it's
bracelet.
not over.
They just
That's
put
going
me
to
on
be a
that
good
one right
thing.
there. That ankle
That'll be
bracelet,
good.
yes, sir.
That'll be good when he goes back to court and they go, "Did you just say on camera it's not over?"
Who did I pick a fight with? Joe Rogan. I'm not going to say. Give me 2 seconds because I'm not.
You know, this guy, Liver King, he's still trying to go after Joe Rogan, bud. But why isn't he going after me anymore?
Not talking to you.
Is that Burger Planet?
I said,
What the fuck?
I'm not going to say who that's to because that could be perceived as an additional threat.
Oh, so you're kind of self-aware that you're making threats, but you're still going to make them, right? Is that what we're doing here? Mr. King?
And then I guess who keeps going home. So who'd I pick a fight with?
Can't believe he's related to Martin Luther.
Sir,
Joe
you've already
Rogan.
said this 50 times. We heard you. You picked a fight with Joe Rogan.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Anyone want to know why? One.
No, No, I don't need to know why. I think I know why. Because you're fucking crazy. Because you were on steroids, and honestly, if at the very beginning you would have said, "Yeah, I believe in the natural lifestyle, but also I'm not natty," you still could have. You would have been perfectly fine right now. Nobody would be bitching at you. Nobody would care.
One word. Family. Family.
Okay, so he's doing the Fast and the Furious angle.
What would I do for my family? What would I do for them? For them to be received in a lesser light?
I'm assuming a lot of meth and then get yourself arrested. I
Right.
know you're willing to do that for your family.
But then also get released and then make actionable threats on camera the next day to then probably get arrested again.
Well, Joe Rogan has to know you mean business, Royce.
I don't think Joe Rogan cares because Joe Rogan has like 2 Mossad bodyguards and he gets driven everywhere.
They deserve the innocent, pure, awesome family.
Also, Joe Rogan would kick his head off.
Some of us have family. You know how it is when you have family. You might do almost anything for your family. And then if you've watched somebody
Here's my prediction. My prediction is his heart's going to explode.
Oh, wow. It's a bold prediction.
Yeah, no, it is. It's going to explode.
Big, bold prediction, Royce.
And that's my guess. He's just going to not wake up. The Ultimate Warrior. Because he's looking like the Ultimate Warrior like a couple days before he had the heart attack. Remember when he was on like fucking Raw or SmackDown or some shit and he looked bad?
It was like the day before.
Day before, yeah. He looked like shit.
bullied before, or if you've ever been bullied. You ever been bullied? Well, I've done that for a couple of years. I've been bullied.
You were bullied. Who bullied you?
Doesn't feel good. And then when you are strong enough and capable enough to do something about it, like I am right now, I can do something about it.
Leave Liver King alone!
Damn, what a reference.
Thanks. I've been using old internet references lately.
Now to sit back and watch my family.
Royce is pretty obsessed with these Paul brothers. They make these Vine videos. Have you heard of them?
Bro, this guy went to a suicide forest. It was wild. It was
Just get excited. Get excited tonight. Start doing the dancing baby dance.
Hey, have you heard of this Numa guy?
Continue to be received by this and to watch a big, really
Virgie,
big,
I'll send
really
you the E-bombs link later. Don't worry about it.
You might call
You ever heard of this girl Boxy? I bet she's really cute.
Jesus Christ.
You meet her, she looks like you meet her now. She looks like Mac's mom from It's Always Sunny.
Damn, Daniel.
and powerful for the egotistical warrior archetype.
God, the internet was so much better. I don't give a fuck if it was corny or it was still better.
That he is, lacking the king title, by the way.
Remember when we used to send each other meat spin and like try to hide the URL because we thought it was funny?
You thought you were invincible.
Remember?
You thought you
Remember when everyone just gathered around and watched the monkey scratch his ass, smell it, and faint?
That was
and
awesome.
We
That
never
was
were
the best.
happier.
That was the best.
could pick on a king.
But now we have to watch this monkey with an ankle monitor bully Joe Rogan, the Fear Factor guy.
Me make fire, me liver king, cave idiot.
What is he doing?
Bro, Boxy held up.
Liar king metaphors for the man.
They're calling him Liar King.
Oh, you forgot he's a husband. That's what I am. I'm actually a real king. A real king? I actually earned that title. I earned it, and so I can call myself that, and anyone's invited to call me.
How do you earn the title of king? I believe you're born into it.
Say yes, I actually earned my title, king. And so what he ended up doing is he accidentally picked a fight with a real man who wasn't actually a caveman. He could string a few words together. How'd that happen? Because we could, think a little bit.
God, I hate people on drugs when I'm not on drugs.
Yeah, no one wants to listen to somebody on drugs when you're sober. It's like the worst.
It's weird, right?
It sucks.
I can't say the name, but I said it earlier.
Worcestershire.
So,
I'm feeling very goofy today. I'm sorry.
Just not say it again. You think you're above reproach.
That woman's laughing at him.
You thought that you've been getting away with it. Then another real king, who, what would I ever gain to fight with?
Bro, his pupils are like really super diet. You seen that? Like, look, I'm sorry. It's probably hard because look at his eyes. Like,
Oh, that's meth.
that's fucked up. He's on meth, dude. Like, he's methed out like hard. Remember, John Bravo said, something's going to be coming out on the Liver King.
Yeah, I happen to have on good authority that this knucklehead is doing some kind of drugs. Thanks, buddy. We know.
I love him. One of my sources.
And like Johnny Bravo's big fucking investigation. I'm starting to think this guy is not on the up and up. Shit, dude.
Hey, fine. I'll play I'll play his latest video. Fine.
And then after all that, we're just gonna make people pay that deserve it. Not many, 3 of them mainly, or 4. I'll just say who they are.
So as you guys know by now, the liver bitch, that crazy little fucker piece of shit, he went on a rampage like a maniac, drug-induced, right?
I still don't think he's real.
You think he's AI? You think he's an
'cause
AI fitness influencer?
He doesn't move a lot.
We'll get him on the show. I'm telling you, I'm gonna try to get this guy.
Like that's gonna prove he's not AI. I want him in studio.
I want him in studio. That's what I mean. We'll fly him out. We'll have him in studio.
Of Joe Rogan.
We're gonna make Joe Rogan pay.
It's like when Gavin Belson uses that fucking hologram machine that he spent all this money on, and it just didn't work.
Oh, yeah.
So then he used Skype, but that didn't work. So then he just ended up with a phone call.
That
And
show
he's
was
like,
so good.
when Big Head's like, wait, am I a hologram to you? He goes, what? No, fuck no. Look at his eyes. Look at his eyes, dude.
Landing his dumbass in jail.
All right.
Now, there's people.
If I know this, if I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, but when one of your pupils is more dilated, that's a neurological disorder. There's something right? Like that's what his other video is the same way, where he has like one pupil. Look at his left pupil versus his right. Look.
Bro,
Oh,
he got punched in the being
fucking
kicked in the
head.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's head trauma type shit.
No,
bro.
that's what that is. So that means you have something wrong in your brain.
Yeah.
Like when you have one eye that's more dilated than the other one, I believe that's some sort of medical.
I'm looking up.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, they're pretty bad. I mean, look at that. Someone smart in the chat will know.
So it's called anisocoria, when you have a difference in the size of the pupils of the eyes. They're saying for some people it's normal. However, you nailed it, Royce. It could be a sign of neurological condition.
Well, my point is his eyes weren't always like that. I know they weren't. I would have noticed that.
Joe Rogan pay.
Does this guy do sun gazing?
One of us, both of us.
Landing his dumbass in jail. Now there's people that think it's all an empty threat. He's not gonna do anything. He's not capable of doing anything, right? But no, I know the whole story behind the scenes. This asshole was at the Liver Ranch with all
tell us?
Yeah, he's doing it.
his employees obsessing over Joe Rogan for years. People are thinking this is just a stunt for social media.
No, we just saw that interview afterwards. This isn't a stunt. He's on drugs.
Words, he's not gonna do anything, right? But they don't know what's in the mind of this man, or what's not left of his mind, because I know what he's been doing. Copious amount of drugs, illegal drugs that he's been putting into his system, experimenting with unapproved for humans medical devices that alter the fucking mind. This asshole has been doing so many
Medical
things that have
devices,
fucked
what?
up his mind, that has caused this behavior that we're seeing now. And that's probably why he's been daydreaming all day and night about my balls in his mouth, saying they're fine like a sharmuta would do.
Sharmuta.
Johnny Bravo.
Go to Austin, Texas with Joe Rogan's face on it like a sick fuck. Do you guys know what was in that box? A gun.
Whoa! I didn't know it was a. Did you know there was a gun in the box?
No, if you're gonna go kill Joe Rogan, you should probably have a gun.
You would do like no. He's a fucking caveman. Wouldn't you use an axe or like a mallet?
No, because he's a caveman. Are you talking about Liver King's a caveman?
Yeah.
You use a gun.
Royce, we keep forgetting he's a fake caveman.
I'm sorry, but I saw the documentary Encino, man, and he would have never used a handgun.
Well, he would have been too busy wheezing the juice.
Don't.
Now tell me what he was up to, that sick fuck. So now let me explain the situation. It seems this asshole has a problem with everyone he thinks fucked up his career. Instead of looking himself in the mirror and say, hey, look, I look like an asshole. He wants to blame everybody else, right? So he has an agenda in his sick mind, don't forget it's drug-induced, to make everybody who he thinks did him wrong make them pay. And he starts off by going after the producers and the directors of the Liver King documentary on Netflix. He's even going...
Why would he go after them? They let him voice over his own documentary.
Yeah, seriously.
That documentary, from what I've heard, is basically a puff piece on Liver King. It's not even like fuck. No, Johnny.
He's just a junkie that needs money.
Yeah.
That's what this is.
Like those videos of the junkies going at 4 a.m. and knocking, hey, can I clean your yard? For
Yeah,
some money?
he just needs money. Might as well sue everybody. Sue even the people that were fair.
Yeah, no, that's true. All right, let's do this.
Brace yourself for this one. When it comes to summer beach hazards, you might think of riptides and jellyfish, even a shark attack, but
Blacks.
getting impaled by an umbrella, that's what
That
happens.
actually happens a lot.
Yeah, when blacks are around.
Getting impaled by an umbrella? I feel like
Black people are very unpredictable, dude.
That's more like a Mary Poppins crime. You know?
That's what happened to a lifeguard at Asbury Park Beach in New Jersey. The young woman was trying to set her chair umbrella in place when a big gust of wind caught it. She fell backwards. The umbrella pole went into her armpit, and it came out through her back.
Ah!
Good news is she is expected to be okay.
She actually was way better than most people would be.
If they were stabbed by an umbrella?
She did very well. She just really complained about the heat, so I will give her credit. She was tough.
It's called being in shock because you have an umbrella through you.
Yeah, usually you're pretty chill when you're impaled by something.
Yeah.
Did she survive?
Firefighter.
Yeah.
Probably. Who cares?
Oh, okay, good. 'Cause she has a hot air balloon. 'Cause she has a hot air balloon.
And why was she complaining about the heat? She had an umbrella on her.
Yeah, just lay on your back.
Yeah, lay down. It's fucking, you're fine. You have an umbrella attached to you. What the fuck are you complaining about? Women will complain about anything. It's too hot. I brought you an umbrella. Sure, it's through your sternum.
Some fat women have to pay extra for their rascal umbrella. You got a free one.
Exactly. Seriously. You know, women are such fucking ungrateful creatures. I swear to God. But we'd be more grateful if you went to revengeofthesis.com/locals or patreon.com/we're not sorry to get the second half of this show, guys. Second half of the show, we're heading over there right now. We're going to do a little bit more love on the spectrum. You guys love when we do that. We have a whole bunch of other stuff the second hour. Some more fun stuff. Hopefully, you guys come over with us. It's only $7 a month. You get every Wednesday show. You get half of Friday shows. You get movie riffs and all that fun stuff. All you got to do is sign up right now because we're heading over there. Locals,